Well, I just wanted to say to everybody that I have just finished filming with Rodri Owen and the S4C, and I absolutely loved it. I haven't been in my element for so long. Being back on in the media, being back on telly is just what I wanted, and I think it's just what I needed as well, to be honest with you. It was a surprise, but it'll be on Tuesday, so please tune in and watch, and I will post some of the recordings and some of the pictures that were taken as I was filming them earlier, because bless their hearts, they even filmed the side so that I could see and put it up on here as well, because they are actually they supporting the CIC as well, so it's really good. They're lovely. I've always loved Rodri and Lucy anyway, bless, and the S4C. I just missed being on telly for so long. And do you know what? I was actually outside for the first time. Well, since the last time I walked, that was the last time I ever went outside. And ever since I did go outside and walked, I wasn't able to walk again. So actually, going outside and going out around the front and filming has been, I think, what they call just the tonic. Just what I needed. And as you can see, I'm beamingly smiling. I've actually got, and I had to put clothes on obviously, and even got shoes on. I can't remember the last time I actually had shoes on, but I even got shoes on as well. So I shall tell you all when it's going to be on. I think it's on Tuesday. I think so, because it's going to be with regards to Meghan and Harry being on S4C, as if. Can you imagine, bless? Meghan and Harry being on Oprah Winfrey. So I could hear myself then, and I just sounded really Welshy. That's what happens when I speak in Welsh. My accent really comes out. Hi Helen, hi Elaine. Mwah. Massive hugs. Oh, do you know what? You know when you see people and you haven't seen them for so long, when I was speaking to Rodri now, he just said his son is 13, teenager. That was the last time I'd seen him, because I used to work with him every week on X-Ray. And to think, and you just want to give a hug and you can't, and you're filming and you just think, oh my gosh, please. It's like, oh. And I think that's the first taste of realism I've had throughout all this, if I'm honest, because I've lived in my own little bubble. I haven't really experienced what you've all experienced, because I haven't really left my home at all. Then I haven't gone to shops, I haven't seen how they're empty or how the streets are empty, seeing shops closed, seeing the pubs closed. I haven't seen any of that. I haven't been through the journey that you've all been through, if I'm truly honest, and I just had a snippet of it today, and it's quite emotional, if I'm honest, because I really just wanted to say, oh, hi, diolch, and I just couldn't. And bless their hearts, you all know how much I love chatting along, and I didn't stop talking. And when you're on strict regime, having Lizzie around is not the best thing, because obviously they need to carry on and do everything else that they need to do, and I was just like as I normally am. But it was lovely. You know, it was just so lush as well to be able to speak Welsh, because I just miss it. And it does happen if you don't speak it a lot. It doesn't. You tend to lose it a bit, and the confidence in speaking in Welsh as well. And as much as I'm so passionate about our language, it's the fact of, like I said, speaking it regularly is something that I obviously don't do. I did before when I had one of the carers, Molly. Molly picked away, I'll tag you later because I've just said you now. We used to practice because her niece went to Welsh school, and she wanted to start speaking Welsh to her. And even though she was in the same school as my son in Slovenia, she hadn't left school that long really, only about 3 years. She'd lost the Welsh, and it was the confidence is all. She could speak it. She was fab. We'd have chats all the time. But it was just a matter of keeping it going and just getting those words out, remembering. It's just like retraining your brain. Same as me, I suppose, with retraining my brain to walk, which is something I'm going to have to do all over again. But I will be doing that, and I'll be doing that with you all, because I think it's important, because I assume that you all think now that I'm walking around with my sticks, and the truth is I'm not, because since that day I went out the front to do the little walk with my physio to prepare myself for the charity walk. Because of the cold that went into my knees, I haven't been able to walk ever since, because every time I tried to, they would collapse. So since that day I haven't actually walked. So I know you probably all think I'm just walking around the flat now with my sticks. I'm actually not. I've gone back to square one. So this is going to be now the start of a new journey again, where I am going to be back to the frame, which, to be honest with you, does not bother me, because I'm just going to get there. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I'll go back on the frame every morning like I used to the bathroom and back. May not sound a lot to a lot of people, but for somebody like myself, it is, and it will drain me, but I will do it every single morning. And then hopefully, I'd like to say by June, then, because we're talking about 3 months, I'd like to think then by June, it'd be really nice actually to do a charity walk on my birthday, which would be June the 12th. That would be fab actually. I may do that, and then I got a target. It's always good for anybody to have a target, because when you have a target, you have something to actually to get up for. And this is what the CIC is all about as well, is to give people the foundations, but a reason to get up and to create stuff, and it's giving them that positivity back and a purpose. And that's what I'm going to do to myself actually. I'm going to give myself a purpose, which is to get walking, even if it is partially with the sticks. I don't know how long it'll take until I can ever walk properly again, or my legs may not ever be strong enough, but just walking with the sticks and then maybe have the wheelchair with me, that would be good enough for me. I'm just going to push myself, because I know I can do it. I did it before. I just stupidly went in that cold, and I shouldn't have done it. I did it with the right heart, and that's what I take from that. Nobody, like I said before, will ever change me. I will always try and help others, because I never want other people to feel the pain that I felt from different reasons. So I will always try. And I think, right, I'm saying this live now, so I can't take it back, that I would do a charity walk on my birthday. So June the 12th. So that's given me 3 months. So it's live. It's going to go obviously back onto my other Facebooks as well. So that's it. June the 12th, I'm going to do a charity walk. And then that will go towards the CIC that we're starting up, which is going to be helping the loneliness and people with depression and anxiety, and people that are refugees, asylum seekers, just giving people, also that are full-time carers. They don't get a chance to actually be themselves, to take time out for themselves, give themselves a purpose, and to remind themselves that who they are. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing it, is to just give people a purpose and empower people. And it will cover people who are also maybe have retired, because although people think, well, hey, they're retiring now, they can have this money and they can just do what they want. But the truth is, people end up lonely, because they're used to going to work. They're used to just having that companionship when they go in, and the banter or whatever they're doing. But from day to day, being retired, you haven't got that. You haven't got a structure either. You lose that. There's a lot of things that people don't take into consideration when people actually do retire. Some can become very lonely, or they don't even realise that they haven't got a purpose anymore. They may go out to meet friends, go for food or whatever, but they're not actually doing anything for themselves. And this is another thing reason why we chose retired people. And obviously disabled people and people with chronic illnesses that are stuck at home. There'll be free craft packs that'll be sent out to people that can't afford to purchase any craft, so then they can then craft along with us, and hopefully just give them that inner just happiness. I just want to see smiles on people's faces. I know I sound like, airy fairy, here she goes again, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I could hate the world, and so many people have said that to me over the years. But what's the point? What is the point? I just want to try and help people and make a difference if I can, because that's me. So I'm going to go now because my voice is starting to sound a bit like a Dalek again. But I will tell you more about the CIC anyway, because it should hopefully be registered by about next week. Once it's registered, I'll be slamming it everywhere, so you'll be sick of hearing about it. But no, you'll hear more, and I can explain more about it then in depth as well. And if anybody wants to participate, just let me know, inbox. There will be a Facebook group up on anyway. There'll be a private one for people that need that security, because some people need to stay anonymous, and we've taken into consideration all different aspects. So for the ones that need to stay anonymous, there will be just a private Facebook group just for them, so they have a safe place but yet still be part of a community. And then we'll have a main Facebook group and page, and then the shop attached then, to where everybody that we've listed, and like I said, will be able to make their homemade crafts of any types, of any genre. I can't wait to see what types of things people are making, and then they can put it up onto the shop where they haven't got the issues of having the stresses of having to have to do orders, stick to deadlines, because I know if I have a flare up, it's like, oh my gosh, and then you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and then it just stresses you even more, and then you end up flaring up even more. So this is what we're trying to do, is take away the stresses from people and just empower them. So by this way, there won't be any stresses. Whatever's made is put up, and you can all purchase. And please purchase. 15% of everything will go back into the CIC and will go towards the free craft packs, which will be going out then to all different people. And do you know, it'd be lovely that when they do receive, that some people will be able to take photos and to show what they've made as well. So that'd be really, really nice. But we're talking further on now at the moment. But I'm just on a little bit of a natural high from being outside. Probably I know I can hear Elaine going, I told you to go outside. You need to go outside more. And it was a bit scary. I couldn't see, if I'm honest, when I first went outside. I needed to put sunglasses on. My eyes had to adjust. I think I'm a vampire, literally. But yeah, I did. But no, I know, I do. The amount of people that were going past or driving, it was quite funny actually. But I will go out more. I promise. Love you all loads. Mwah. And I salute to those resolute. And please stay safe, because I am dying for my hugs. And the only way that's going to happen is if we all stick to the rules now. We haven't got that. No, we're getting there. We are getting there. So take care and stay safe, and see you soon. Mwah. Much love.